So here's a three-piece alder body I made probably a few months ago. I've had these laying around, a couple of them. So we're going to resume this project, but I have a pretty interesting neck for it that I've started. Let's check it out. This right here is our Dave's World wood library. Welcome to Dave's World, by the way. And I've got a couple projects started, some cool stuff, some odds and ends things we can make novelties out of. There's just a lot of really good stuff here. But I've got a couple alder bodies I have started, like the one on the bench over there, and then there's another one down here with an ash body as well. So we'll kind of pick up these little projects as we go along. I started a few necks, and this one that I have here is a blank mahogany neck that I put the truss rod in, and I glued our fretboard on. I even cut the frets a while, but this is a zebra wood fretboard on a mahogany neck. So this guitar is going to be really interesting. So we melted our binding on with the acetone. We'll resume on the neck later. We've never radiused a zebra wood fingerboard before, so that'll be really cool to document, and a lot of stuff with the neck. And this one's gonna get a pretty interesting finish. I think we're gonna do like a gold, like an Aztec gold. Not like a shoreline or a fire mist gold, but like an Aztec kind of gold. With the double black binding and a black pickguard and the dark mahogany neck and zebra wood fingerboard. It's gonna be do our scoop on the top here and everything, but at this point the frets are cut and I do it off this straight edge, so now we can bandsaw it out. So the street sweeper's on out there. He's really loud, but not as loud as our little router. This 1/4-inch router is all I need. I can pretty much do whatever I want with this thing. And with a new bit in it, increased everything, but I just still feel comfortable with that 1/4-inch handheld router. I don't know. Something about it, it's just got that wholesome sort of vibe. I think it makes the guitar sound better. Well, we got our binding totally done. We just got to take all this tape off, which I just use this razor blade, but this is pretty tedious. Taking off this tape takes a while. I've never radiused a zebra wood board before. In fact, I never worked with zebra wood before this piece, so it's going to be interesting. It does have a unique smell to it. It doesn't come across unpleasant, but it's also like, it's pretty exotic. It's kind of like, where did this come from? So we're back with my favorite tool again. I guess it's just the fact that I feel so confident using it. The drill press is just so useful. It's like one of those tools that I just always think like, wow, like you need that. Using a little bit of a different glue here for the fretboard dots, just because it's like waterproof. But I don't use this glue on everything because it can kind of be a little, I don't know, like rubbery or stringy. I think that the Titebond one sounds the best as far as glue is concerned. Gonna use abalone. Looks really good. I kind of just wanted to take a second and show like I'll knock on these. Like, I really like how that piece sounds. I think we're gonna buy that one. Sometimes when I'm at these places, I just like to look at all the other stuff. I'm not buying any slab tops though, just guitar stuff. So I took the time here to radius our fretboard. It's pretty exotic. The back of the neck feels awfully square though, so we'll have to fix that. Just like a little bit here or there. This is what makes all the difference. So we're gonna do another 9.5-inch fretboard radius. We're gonna use StewMac large, tall fret wire for that modern feel. So a little bit more sanding here, and we're off to the spray shop, and this is gonna be a really special finish. So definitely looking forward to this one. Reached the paint shop. I did come in yesterday and sealed these up. I did my pour filling and everything. But we're gonna make this thing look absolutely wild. It's gonna be like a two-tone body with a tinted mahogany neck and the zebra wood fretboard. It won't be the craziest paint job I've ever done. That was in the last video, but this one is gonna be up there. So our first color is gonna be our gold, which is a base for our gold. And then we're also gonna do this sort of off, like burnt sienna kind of look. I'm only going to do that as a tint for the neck, and then I'm going to do a metallic finish color. I'm going to spray the metallic, but I got to mix it up first. Pearl Shimmer comes in a bag, and I have a ratio I use to mix these up, so we'll get it really close to where I start, kind of conservatively, and then we'll build it up. It's pretty radical in the sunlight. Last night, yesterday I built up the coats for the side and the top, and then I put that clear shimmer coat over it, and I just sealed it at the end of the day. I just scraped a little bit of the binding now, but it's going to be really sharp with the two-tone look in this neck. This binding is pretty nerve-wracking to scrape right now. So I wanted it to kind of have that different kind of like two-tone, like 90s pickup truck sort of look, but with the pearlescent color in it, depending on how you turn it around, the color changes, so it's really fun to look at. The neck is really going to make this stand out. That one I kind of made, well, I'll show you. So this neck will have the zebra wood fretboard, but I went for this like tiki torch sort of yellowish orange mahogany kind of look with like the dark charcoal grain filler. It's going to be so cool with that guitar. So we are at the point now where we have our body pretty well buffed. I didn't show much of it because it takes so long to wet sand and buff, but I just kind of do a little bit at night and a little bit in the morning, but it's kind of exhausting, but it's really worth it when you get to this point and it's like coming together. So we'll start hardwaring today, which is really awesome. So our mounting screws I have on here a little long, but I have good news because I have these awesome cutters and they'll just, rip right through them like it's nothing. Keep building amazing guitars. This is from our guy Sanchez. He wound us these pickups again. They're really nice. But look at how nice they are. So really exciting. The neck and bridge pickup, so we're putting the pick guard on now. So this one is number 15, Goldfinger. Neck pickup sounds really good. Middle, and that bridge, it has a really good string separation, you can hear. So this guitar behind us, we have my ES330. It's a 1961 vintage Gibson ES330, and it has this awesome thin neck profile to it, and I wanted to challenge myself and do a thin, like 60s Gibson style, like blade kind of neck. This guitar is really, really cool. Unfortunately, we don't have our Mesa Boogie again, but we did at the gig. So there's just a little sliver of footage where I have Goldfinger and I flip the neck pickup on at the gig. So we'll check that out. pretty excited about how Goldfinger performed at the gig. It was really exciting to play it, very lightweight and nimble, to just kind of like play this guitar for 4 hours or whatever. This neck profile is so close to the ES330. It's really easy to play. I love the big fret wire on it though, so it makes it even easier to play. This one will be on reverb.com. I'll put the link in the description. We have some really cool projects coming up next, so looking forward to those, some challenges, some other stuff that's kind of more like what we've been doing. It's going to be fun. So thanks for visiting Dave's World.